lesson 14. And today we are going to be talking about, it's a lot of review of concepts that we went over in first semester. So all of this stuff you should know already, but in case, if you're like me, you've forgotten or you're not quite sure, we'll cover it again today. So the very first thing is half steps. Remember half steps for intervals, okay? So you'll see you have a major, or I have a minor second. How many half steps are in a minor second? Then major second. How many half steps are in a major second? So you're just writing in the column next to it how many half steps there are, okay? If you're thinking of your fingerboard, remember a fingerboard, it's the very next finger, okay? So from 2 to 3 is a half step. So 1, you have first finger where your first finger tape was in first position. From here to here is a half step. From here to here is a half step. Here to here, here to here, here to here, and then you have low 1. That's a half step. So when you're counting half steps, it's not just finger 1 to finger 2 for violin viola. It's 1, there's a note in between here, okay? So those are your half steps. So a minor second, I'll get you started. A minor second is 1 half step. It's, let's say we're on the D string, it's E to E sharp or E to F. It can't be E sharp because that wouldn't be a second, okay? So E to F, 2 letters, it has to be 2 letters. E to F is a minor second, okay? E to F sharp, how many half steps? 1, 2. So 2 half steps in a major second, okay? If you have questions on that, look back through last semester's worksheets and that you should be able to find the answers that you need. After you fill out those top charts, then I have given you a pitch on the staff and given you an interval. So let's say you have D, and I said major second. So you can count, there's 2 ways to figure this out. You can count half steps. A major second has 2 half steps. So you could go D, E flat, E. Okay? That's one way to figure it out. The other one is, okay, what's a second above D? D, E. Okay, so I know that it's going to be E something. In the key of D, whatever the lowest note is, in the key of D, do you have E flats, E sharps, or E naturals? You have E naturals. So a major second in the major scale, in D major, D to E is a major second. Okay? Let's do another one that's not a second. Okay, let's say you have, we'll switch clefs and let's do treble clef. G, let's say perfect fifth. So you could count half steps, or you can say, what's 5 letters higher than G? G, A, B, C, D, here I am, okay? D. In the key of G major, because a perfect fifth is in the major key, do you have D's, D sharps, or D flats? So think of your D major scale, your G major scale. What kind of D do you have? If it's just D, which it is, then this is a perfect fifth. Let's do one with a sharper flat. Switch to alto clef. Okay. I got to think of an example. Let's say E flat. And we want to go, let's do perfect fourth. Okay, so I need to go up 4 letters. E, F, G, A. Okay, so from E, in the key of E flat, in an E flat major scale, do I have A naturals? Okay, so think of your E flat major scale, or even the key signature for E flat. I have 3 flats, E, B, and A. So in order for this to be a perfect fourth, in the E flat scale, A is flat, okay? Again, you could count half steps. So you could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, I counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half steps. And go up 5 half steps. Okay, so that's the next section. Melodic versus harmonic intervals. This one's easy. Harmonic intervals are stacked on top of each other and sound at the same time. If they're on the same stem, they are harmonic. If they are on different stems, they are melodic. They are creating a melody. If they're whole notes, they would have to be on top of each other, or for seconds, they're next to each other. That's melodic. That's harmonic, and then melodic, there's space between them. So seconds, they have to touch, or the stem is between them. If it's whole notes, they just have to touch on the side. If it's melodic, they're separate notes, they make a melody. What is the first note of a scale called? That's the next question. So there are a couple of questions there to fill in the blank. Again, look back through the old worksheets and you should be able to know. Tempos. Tempos are speed. By Theory 4, you probably know this, but tempo means speed of the music. Write the tempos in order from fastest to, or slowest to fastest. So where you see where it says there are 6 lines, take these tempos and put them in order. Largo, I'll go through them real quick with you. Prestissimo, anything that says issimo means very, very, okay, or very. So presto is fast, prestissimo is very fast. Allegro, you should know because we play many allegros. Moderato, what does it sound like? Moderate. It's gonna be a kind of a medium speed. Andante is a walking speed. Allegro, fast. Not as fast as presto though, okay? And then largo is gonna be slow. Key signatures. So how do you, I gave you several key signatures. If it's a sharp key, remember, oops, sorry, bass, let me give you a clef here. F, C, G, D, A, E. Okay, if it's a sharp key, you find the last sharp and go up a half step. What is the last sharp? It's the key, it's E sharp. F, C, G, D, A, E. So this would be E sharp, go up a half step. It's the key of F sharp major, okay? So take the last sharp and go up. If it's a flat key, B, E, A, D, G, C. Okay, flat keys. Here's the very last flat. So we're going in order from left to right, not in height, but in left to right. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So go back to the 5th one. That's G flat. So the key, whatever that flat name is the name of the key. Okay? That's it for today. That's all your review. If you have a question on something, let me know. Because if you have a question, we're only going forward from here. So if there's something in here that you don't understand or doesn't make sense, then we need to get that squared away because we're just going to keep building from here. Okay? Talking about intervals and triads next week and jumping into some chords. Okay? Have a great week, you guys. I'll see you next week.